Okay, looks like it's working to me. So that's pretty good. So what do we got today? Well, I got stuck at the garage for like 3 hours this morning trying to get my car fixed. Next to that is a hobby shop. It's really much more of like a comic shop, but they do sell some models and stuff. And they had the Nemesis Claw Kill Team, who I picked up despite, like, holy shit, GW, these are expensive. This box shouldn't have been this expensive. It is extremely expensive for what you get in here. But it's still a cool box, and you know what? I thought it'd be kind of a Halloween-y thing. Honestly, this October's been a little blah, you know. Mental health's been not the best, and just haven't had a lot of energy to do Halloween-y kind of things. Even the Halloween-y stuff I normally do, like online, like in games and stuff, I haven't had really the energy to do. So I thought this would at least be a little fun, kind of spooky thing, right? Because these are some dudes, and they're all about like causing terror, essentially. So they're Chaos Space Marines, but not really, because they don't really worship a Chaos God. They're just kind of bastards, right? They're just kind of like a whole group of like serial killers and marauders, essentially, and it's pretty cool. So we're gonna get the current sprues for Chaos Space Marines, and then we're going to get an add-on sprue for specific pieces for the nightlords. So things like this banner, this guy's cape, all of these weapons, stuff like that is going to be on there, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to get 10 guys, and it's sweet. So I did already open this up. I opened it up while I was sitting in the garage because I was bored AF. But I didn't go through all of it entirely, so. Alright, we got some 32s. 32 mil bases. Tosses over there. We'll look at this sprue last. And then we get these standard Night Lord sprues. Or the standard Chaos Space Marine sprues. These are really nice sprues. They produce really good looking and well-sized Chaos Space Marines. I actually converted some of these already into Night Lords. Sorry, one second. The craft room is like a turbo mess because I just have not had the energies lately. So yeah, I already took these sprues and made myself some Night Lords out of them previously. So they work really good for that. And like these guys, I made them custom skin capes and stuff. But yeah, the Chaos Space Marine sprues, pardon all the dog hair and dust, are pretty sweet. Now you're going to get melee weapons, you're going to get handguns, you're going to get rifles for everybody, including a wide variety of rifles. Like that one's got 2 mags that are taped together. This one's got a cool drum mag. This one's being belt fed from like an ammo pouch. You'll also get a melt-a-gun, a flamethrower, a big ass axe for your boss. You'll get a rocket launcher, a whole bunch of chain swords, a heavy bolter, which is a really nice piece. Anything else really fancy on here? Yeah, not really. And then you'll also get a plasma gun, a mace, and a plasma pistol as well. I don't know if the plasma pistol is actually on this sprue, but you do get a plasma pistol too. So, pretty cool sprues. They make really nice looking Chaos Space Marines that are really well sized, right? They're not like, to be honest, I feel like a lot of the Primaris are just too big. I think these guys are a nice middle ground between old Marines and the Chaos Space Marines. So if you compare them to like a regular sized human, like they're bigger, right? Like this guy's running, so he's kind of angled. But they're definitely like chunky, bigger dudes. But they're not like, 9 foot tall, like completely bizarre monstrosity kind of things. Now, the special sprue in this, I was actually surprised by this, is actually 2 sprues. Yeah, so it's actually a 2-part sprue. I was like, oh, damn, that's a lot more than I thought. It's usually with these kind of upgrade sprue kits, you only get like 1 of these, and that's it. Yeah, you actually get a whole ton on here, which is really cool. So you're going to get heads for everybody, including a bunch of varieties, like heads in hoods, heads in like half masks, like Bane, the big helmets with the bat horns, all kinds of stuff. You're going to get kind of like a dripping dagger, this bizarre ass chainsword, which has like ribs built into it. It's so weird. You're going to get a cape. You're going to get a different front body that has like you can see it here. It's got like a gown on it, like a butcher's gown. This big ass chainsword, sets of dual claws, and then you're going to get the banner as well. So, I guess you also get another chainsword. I don't know why they put that on there. You think they'd put something special on there, but yeah. So you're also going to get the banner, which is pretty cool. So the banner can also take like this torso section, which is like a I don't know, like a severed body that can hang on there, which is pretty cool. So yeah, so definitely some cool add-on additional bits, right? You get some decals. These are the generic Chaos Space Marine decals. So it's got Word Bearers, Thousand Suns, Chaos Undivided, Hydra Dominatus guys, Arn Warriors, whatever the hell the version of the good or bad Arn people is, I don't know. And then Nightlords are there at the bottom, so pretty neat. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, so these are instructions. So since we're actually just going to build some today, I'm going to hold off looking at the instructions, and we're going to open up this. So this is like some kind of fancy dossier thing. I think this is the rules for the new edition of Kill Team. I think. Don't quote me on that. Okay, yeah, definitely don't quote me on that, because that is not what I expected to be in there. I expected there to be like unit cards in there. But it's tokens. Okay. We've got a bunch of Nightlords specific tokens. I mean, that's cool. Not what I thought would be in there. But definitely neat. Okay, yeah, I expected unit cards to be in there. I'm actually very surprised. I guess all the unit profiles are online, but I still thought they would put printed out unit cards in here. And this wouldn't be just tokens. I didn't expect it to be tokens at all, though, so interesting. Alright, so let's look at the instructions a little bit. Because there's going to be some annoying bits with these instructions. Just when you add so many bits to a kit, what ends up happening is some pieces are going to get reused. So okay, so is this a good example? No, I don't think so. Where the hell's the damn flamethrower guy? The guy that can hold a flamethrower can also only hold one other item because it gets reused. Because the arms get reused. Here it is. Yeah, so this guy here, the guy with the really cool, like, big ammo belt that goes into the pouch. This guy, he can either take the really cool gun with the belt, which is really just a cosmetic thing, or he can take the flamethrower, and he uses the same arms for either one. So that kind of really sucks. So it kind of means you can't have this guy with the ammo belt and a flamethrower. So that kind of sucks. But anyway, let's build a couple of these guys. Let's build this butcher guy. He looks cool. Now, all the arms in this kit are swappable as long as the hands for the weapons connect to the arm. But like all the shoulder connection points, they are entirely swappable. But we'll build a couple just from the instructions and see what we got. Alright, A11 and A10. Okay, let's see. A10. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a nice Halloween. They're having a good time. Mine has been super annoying so far. Now, I mean, the auto shop, I feel like they did a good job. I don't feel like they did a bad job. I feel like, you know, it wasn't extremely overpriced or anything like that. They didn't try to, like, turbo sell me on extra stuff, you know. Their assessment of the damage to my tire was correct. Like, I feel like they did a good job, but man, I was not expecting to have to buy a new tire today, I tell you that. Definitely sucked. Defos big suckage having to buy a tire today. But the good news is I was already planning to call out from work today, so it works out in my favor because I didn't have to take an extra surprise. I'm not coming into work day off today, so that was nice. But just still pain, right? Definitely not something someone wants to be dealing with on Halloween, right? Halloween's just supposed to be about fun, not about having nails in your fucking tire. Alright, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. I also always want to, like, watch a lot of horror movies and stuff on Halloween, right? And just do this, like, month-long Halloween binge where I, like, watch all these, like, horror movies and see all this cool shit. I don't know. I never do it. I don't know why. You know, it's a real shame. I really should. Right? Because it's something I want to do every year and I just never do. You know, I like to watch some of the classics. Some of the more newer ones, right? I haven't seen Tokyo Gore Police in forever. I could go for watching that. Back when I was in the States, we'd always do this really big Halloween party, and we'd always put movies on that, and it was really fun. But yeah, that's not a thing that I do, even though I would enjoy it, you know. I think a lot of it is that it's just hard to watch and enjoy a movie when you're trying to do other hobbies and stuff, right? Like, I don't enjoy like hobbying like this when I have something on that I need to pay super attention to. Like, that's just, it's too distracted for me. So I tend to listen to a lot of things where I can just kind of listen to them talk and not have to, like, watch them, right? And I feel like if I don't actually watch the movie, like, intently and pay attention to it, I feel like I miss a lot, you know? And I don't want to do that, right? I feel like I'm missing a lot of the movie. So I don't tend to watch movies and stuff when I'm doing this kind of stuff. And really all the other time I have as downtime really is like playing video games, right? And a lot of times I do that with my husband. So, like, you know, I'm not watching something because I'm, like, you know, hanging out with him essentially. So I wound up with a situation where I where I don't really tend to watch a lot of stuff, though I enjoy when I do watch things. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a weird catch-22 kind of deal. Hello! Happy Halloween to you. I hope you're having a good Halloweens. Alright, let's see. This guy's going to need a backpack. All the backpacks on these kits are all interchangeable. And there's some cool ones too, like with Space Marine heads and big chaos symbols and all kinds of cool stuff. So you can swap them all around. One thing with the backpacks to pay attention to is some of them have like these indents, and that's for other pieces. So they're really the only ones that you shouldn't like mix and match. But everything else in here, even though the instructions give you specific numbers, you can mix and match, which is sweet. My monster mash is the hit of the land. I've had like bits and bobs of monster mash stuck in my head for like weeks now. And it occurred to me, and this is probably something everyone's known for like ever, but it occurred to me while I was thinking about it while I was driving to work. I had parts of it stuck in my head and I was singing it. And I was like, you know what? I've never actually heard the monster mash. And no one else has either. And it's because the song that we call the Monster Mash is actually about the Monster Mash. It is not the Monster Mash itself. So yeah, I just thought that was really weird. I'd never thought of that before, and then it just struck me while I was singing the Monster Mash. I sung the lyric, and my Monster Mash is the hit of the land, and I was like, oh, this isn't actually the Monster Mash. It's just a song about it. It was really weird. Yeah, never thought about it before. Alright. See, these Chaos Space Marines, they go together so great. Oh, Halloween was yesterday for you guys? Nice. It is today for me. It is, out here in Hawaii, it is it's about the middle of the day. So probably like 4 hours. We'll go give out candy to all the kiddos, all the ghosts and ghouls that are gonna come by. I always buy like a ton of big candy bars and give those out. So me and my husband will sit outside and we'll probably drink some whiskey and we'll sit out there with our dog. And yeah, it should be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, looking for 13 and 14. There's 13. Here's 14. So you don't, because the arms are all interchangeable in these kits, or rather, the arm to shoulder joint is interchangeable. All the hands aren't interchangeable with every arm. But because of that, the theory, you don't have to give this guy with the like meat cleaver and like butcher's apron, you don't have to give him the big chainsaw or sword thing, right? This big glaive thing, you don't have to give him that. But I think it looks cool, right? I think it'll make a really cool looking dude, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it with him. Oh, it's super early for you. Well, I hope you had a good Halloween. I am looking forward to mine. Halloween is probably one of my favorite holidays. Just because I really like the idea of like, I don't know, like costumes and giving people treats and, you know, all the cool monsters and stuff. Like, it's really cool. And it's like it's a nice celebration at like the end of summer, you know, so like summer's passing on and, you know, you get to have a little bit of spooky time and I don't know. I like it a lot. Just angle that arm down a little more. I usually dress up. I won't be dressing up this year. I was was gonna decorate the house and dress up and try to throw a party. I had all these ideas and I just didn't have the energy for any of them, man. Not for any particular reason besides just my brain is bad. So, you know. Nothing new, right? Nothing new. Okay. I guess... Yeah, definitely make sure you put the arms on while the hands are... You put the hands on while the arms are still wet so that you can wiggle woggle these a little bit, because getting them to... Like, the pose is a little strange. So he's got one arm that's kind of like bent and pulled back a little bit, and then he's got one that's kind of like straight down. So yeah, that fits a little weird. Yeah, that pose is strange. Not what I expected it to be, for sure. And we'll just add a little bit of extra glue. There we go. Okay, now let's see. Does it want this guy to have a specific helmet? No. We give him whatever helmet we want. So let's find a cool helmet. Now, a lot of these are pretty similar. They just have slightly different noses and stuff on them. I like this one that's kind of like open and yelling. So we'll do that one. And then he is going to get a shoulder pad. He's going to get, let's see, it wants me to do B17 and B18. So which ones are those? It looks like they have skin all over them. Oh, there they are. Yeah, so he wants me to do, I guess it's, wait. 17 and 19. Okay, we can do that. This guy's going to be just all about the skin. That's a weird statement to say, but it fits for nightlords, you know. Gotta paint all their stuff. Halloween is not that big in my country. That's unfortunate. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Halloween, so I think that one goes on that side, that one goes on this side. I don't know. I think it's a really fun holiday. Though I think, I don't know, it has a lot of like pagan connections and stuff, so like I understand why it wouldn't be super big in some areas. Not saying that doesn't make sense or anything, but I like it a lot as a holiday, you know. It's probably my favorite one. Just because, I don't know, I like the spooks, you know. I like all the spooky, scary skeletons and, you know, all that stuff. It's cool, all the monsters, and you know, I think that's the fun stuff. No, I mean, that probably shouldn't surprise anyone given the number of like monster models and stuff that I built, right? Like, all kind of, you know, checks out, you know. I think it checks out. I was debating building some of the vampires, but since I was stuck at the hobby shop this morning, or rather stuck by a place that has a hobby shop, since I was stuck over there, I decided to pick these guys up. So I figured angry bat skinning monster serial killer man seems like a pretty good Halloween kind of villain. Goots memes. Fair. Yeah, he's pretty darn sweet. And he went together really nice, really. Because this arm to the halberd thing is a little weird. But it's not that bad now that I realize that it's supposed to be like one arm down and one arm kind of back like this. But that's not how I would have guessed it was to begin with. But yeah, he'll be cool. He's all about that skin, which is a statement. Alright, let's see what other guys we want to build today. Ooh, do we want to build Claw Guy? Yeah, let's build Claw Guy. Claw Guy looks cool. Alright, so Claw Guy is A53 and A54. Which are not on there. And not on there. Alright, so let's see. A53 and A54. There's 53. So the owner of the store told me they have like a Warhammer Friday thing. What was, I don't know. I really don't want to play any freaking GW games, man. I'm just tired of them. The models are still cool. I'm just tired of their games. Oh. Speaking of that, Grimdark Future Firefight put out a solo campaign thing where you build like a hero character and stuff, and it's all free. It's really cool. I was looking at it while I was waiting for the garage today, and man, it's super cool. And it's intended to be solo co-op, no like versus. I'm definitely gonna give it a try. I have some more Human Defense Force. I could do it with anything though. I don't have to do it with the Human Defense Force that I'm printing, but I have some more Human Defense Force primed out back. The ones that I showed off not last time, the time before, I think. You know, these guys. My guys that I tried to paint like Grenier. I have a whole bunch of them out back. Primed, so. Or priming, I should say. But yeah, it's cool. It's got some really neat, I don't know, it's kind of more of like a dungeon crawler, like adventure kind of game, and I think that's super cool. And the app is fantastic. One Page Rules legitimately makes great apps. So put that kind of like into perspective, right? I've actually been doing software dev for a pretty long time now, like over 10 years, and I've won a bunch of awards and stuff for my work, like a whole bunch of awards, not like just like a couple, and like I look at their apps and stuff and I'm like, damn, those are really nice. You know, so like even a person that's like sort of in the business of making stuff like that is impressed by it. It's not just like, oh wow, this works better than whatever, you know, garbage GW Mantic has. No, it's like, damn, it's nice. I think that's inherently kind of funny, you know. Oh, all right, let's see. This guy also needs a chest, which is gonna be A55, and then whatever backpack we want. Let's see. A96. 46, 12, 22, 31. It doesn't have any like clothes or anything on it, so. It should stand out pretty easy. Yeah, just not seeing it. My monster mash is the hit of the land. Alright, I must just be blind. Or unless it's really not 55. No, it says A55. Okay. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so that tells me that it can probably be... No, it can't be any of the chests. They all have slightly different bottoms. Okay, A55 it is. But yeah, it's called... what is it called? Grimdark Future Firefight Star Quest. And it looks dope AF. Would highly recommend people check it out. Just because it looks super cool. So I'm definitely going to be making a force in that, which is pretty cool. Now, apparently they did a fantasy version of it a while ago, and I totally missed it. I was like, man, how did I miss that? Yeah, I was shocked. I saw it on the app when I went to go look at it. The app for making the StarQuest stuff. And man, I was like, damn, how did I not see this before? Yeah, there's a fantasy version too. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. So it looks like you make a hero and then like an entourage for them kind of thing, and you play like that, and you are going to fight against AI generated enemies who have like just a little logic tree. And I believe the enemy force actually uses the Grimdark Future Firefight rules as well. So what that means is that unlike Kill Team, the new edition of Kill Team that has the solo play in it, you're not ever only going to have one type of enemy, right? Because Kill Team only has generic rules for enemies. They don't have specific rules. This, I think, uses specific rules for all the enemies. So it means, like, if you wanted to, I don't know, take some human defense force and have them be, like, cops down in a hive city or whatever, you could totally do that. You know, and you could have, like, hive gang or bad guys and stuff. Oop. Is it supposed to be up, maybe? Or is it supposed to be down? It has it like in the middle, so that's what we'll do. I think that's fair. Yeah, this guy's like cosplaying as Predator. You know, the number of trophies and stuff that these guys are all about. It's not surprising, right? I will say, man, it would have been cool if they had put some extra kit bash pieces on these sprues, so you could, like, you know, choose to give this guy an extra, I don't know, set of severed hands, or, you know, this guy gets an extra skull or whatever, right? Like, that would have been pretty cool to include on the sprues. Now, you do get a double sprue, which is really sweet for these upgrade parts, but there's a couple pieces on there I probably would have left off. Things like the extra chain swords. Maybe those scream nightlords to somebody else, but I don't know. Chainsword's a chainsword to me. Like, they can look slightly different, like if you make it like a wolf or whatever, right, for Spaceballs, but, you know, one of them having bones on it or whatever does not scream nightlords to me. Rah! Stabby, stabby action. I'll pull that one up a little bit, like he's going in for more of like a bear hug. A stab hug. That's what he's trying to do. Alright, let's see. It wants me to give him head B25, and it wants me to give him a Night Lord shoulder, and then yeah, it wants me to give him a Night Lord shoulder and whatever other shoulder I want. So, all right, let's see. The Night Lord's pauldrons are on the left, so we'll cut that out. Okay, we'll give him this cool diamond one. She'll give him the more rounded one. Yeah. So he's gonna get one of those. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna count the number of heads because I want to look at the different heads real quick. Maybe we'll use a different head. We got the skull. That's cool. Ooh, the spiky one. We're gonna use the spiky one. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, did I give him one of the wrong backpacks? Yeah, damn it. I gave him one of the wrong backpacks. Alright, I gotta fix that. Poop. Somewhere, the guy that writes the instructions is like, that's why I listed a specific number backpack. I didn't realize that this one had the slot in it. We'll do this one. My monster mash is the hit of the land. Once I get that Necromunda tiles table up and running, having some Night Lords like stalk through a Necromunda hive is going to be a cool like story setup, you know. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. You know, have some like gangers in there, make them fight like one or two like Space Marine Night Lords who are like stalking them through the halls. That's a fun idea. You know, maybe it's a thing where like every time the Night Lords take a wound, they retreat back into the shadows. So you're constantly like, oh man, where are they coming from kind of thing. Be pretty sweet. Alright, so let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 heads on this one. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 total heads. So if we didn't want to give him a head that was like a half mask or something, we wouldn't have to. To be honest, I'm kind of feeling this Mohawk head. I think that's pretty cool. This like Mohawk helmet here. Because this is the one it wants me to give him right here. And it's sort of like a half mask with like a hood over it, which is a cool head. But I don't know. I really like this. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I think that's a cooler one. Wow! Monster Mash! Wow! Monster Mash! Wow! There we go. And there's our Stabby Predator lookalike guy. Wow! We got a big old freaking nub on this thing here still. Wow! Alright, I'm gonna have to let that dry before I take care of it. Yeah, that's cool. That's Claw Guy. What other one should we build? Let's build at least one more. Let's see. Who else do we want to build? Big ass banner guy. That's kind of cool. Stabby stealth McStealthington there. Kind of a cool one too. We want to build a big heavy bolter guy maybe. I feel like we should do one of the other custom like special ones. So let's do banner guy. I think banner guy's pretty cool. And he's all special parts, pretty much. So, alright, so let's see. I need A1 and A2. Wow. But yeah, man, StarQuest, it looks cool. It really does. I am very excited for it. I really do like the idea of, you know, like taking some gangers and having some Chaos Brothers hunt them down. I think that's really, like, that's pretty cool. Like, there's literally a Horus Heresy novel where, like, that's the plot, you know? I think that's pretty cool. Oh, man. This makes me think I need to get back to my Drukhari. Nightlords and Drukhari are, I don't know, cut from the same cloth in my brain, and that cloth is probably someone's skin. In the case of the Nightlords, it's probably someone's face. In the case of Drukhari, it's probably someone's foreskin, but you know. Still a bad time, you know? Alright, let's see what we got. Anything else on there? No. We need piece A3, which is right here. Alright, got that. And then I need a backpack. This one looks like it has a speaker on it. Since this is the banner guy, maybe he's like shouting things out. Although really, all these guys have some kind of helmet on, so they'd probably be talking over their Vox, over their like head radios, you know. But who knows? Maybe they like auto-modulate and broadcast out all their voice chatter the same way the Death Troopers do in Star Wars, right? Just to be extra fucking spooky and extra. You know, maybe they do something similar. I mean, this guy's carrying a banner with like what was probably a lawbreaker's torso on it, so they're definitely the kind of extra people that I could see doing shit like that. Okay, let's see. I need B29, B30, 31, 32. Okay. Whoa. It's a mesh. Whoa. There we go. I'm going to take the head there. And he's going to need a helmet, but I think I want a really grand helmet for this guy. Alright, so let's put the head on first. Okay. And then he attaches here somehow. Ah, like that. Okay, cool. That's nice and easy. Okay. Nice and easy. Imagine being so fucking hench that you can just carry around a banner with another human on it. Like, you know, this dead body is not any less heavy because he's being carried. You know what I mean? Like that's still a big old chungus there, you know? Do I want to use one with the scallops? Monster mesh. We'll just take this one, I guess. Alright, so that's going to be his one shoulder pad. And then we're going to need a head. So I want one of the ones with the wings. This one's got a really bat looking face. We'll use that one. Okay, alright, now I need another regular shoulder pad for this guy. Now I don't really want any that have the chaos symbols on them, right? It's not what I really want. So let's do this skull. Or actually even better, let's do this skull. Yeah, let's do that skull. We'll save this for somebody else because this guy has like a point that stands up on it. And now, the other part the instructions want me to use is this arm here, which is a chainsword arm. But I don't have to use that one. There's a whole bunch of chainsword arms that I could use instead if I don't want to use that one it just showed. The only one I can't use is this one, which has the shoulder pad built into it, because I want to use the custom nightlord shoulder pad. Why did they build the shoulder pad into that? That's so freaking weird. Why would they do that? But that's the only one I can't use. So the rest of these I can pretty much use whatever I want. So like I like this big chunky one here a lot. So let's clip that out and see. So we don't have any like pistols or anything in the left hand, any rifles. We don't have any left-handed guys, right? I think there might be a dagger. Yeah, there's a dagger arm. But I think a chainsword's cooler than a dagger arm. And there's no left-handed pistols, which is kind of a bummer. I guess all these Space Marines are right-handed. When they were in their space cribs, they were given the bottle on the right side. Let's see how this would sit. Alright, so. I think that's pretty cool, right? Either have it down like that, or I could have it up like that. I think those are both pretty good. Alright, well let's put the other arm on and we'll go from there. So we'll clip out the one it's telling us to and we'll try that out as well. But I do think it is weird they chose to put a chainsword on here. And they could have put, I don't know, literally anything else. We have enough chainswords on this goddamn sprue. They could have given us like a whole bunch of like, I don't know, trinkets and trophies and stuff instead. That would have been pretty sweet. Not that we can't just kit bash those things, but you know, it's always nice to get plastic ones when you can, you know? Man, this guy's really grabbing this high. He's grabbing that banner really high. There we go. All right. He's like, I need an old priest and a young priest because I want to make a new coat. Alright, we'll try out the arm that it says to use, just so we can see what it does. But I'm really not sold on the appearance of this one. I think this one looks kind of dumb, to be honest. I just built nightlords today. Nice! It's a very fitting Halloween model. Alright. Alright, so that's the official one. I don't think that one's super cool looking. I like this one better. Alright, and we can have him... I think maybe him actually like being down, I think is kind of cooler. But yeah, nightlords are super fitting for the holiday today, so that's why I picked this box up. Because I was like, you know what would be fun? Nightlord stream. Where I build at least a couple of them. Okay. Alright, now let's see. We want to put all of the other bits on. So he needs his nightlord shoulder pad on the left. And might as well just keep going across the body. Or we'll put his head on. It's telling me to use one that doesn't have big ears, but I think the I think the banner guy should have the big bat helmet, you know? That just feels appropriate to me. And then our last shoulder pad for this guy. Right here. And since these guys aren't really chaos, I'm going to try not to use any of the ones that have the chaos and divided star on them. Because I think technically there's still going to be some of that iconography, like, you know, here and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think these, you know, evil bat space marines would really have a whole lot of that, because they're not really like chaos and divided kind of guys, you know? They're just basically like crazy serial killers that happen to be space marines. That's pretty cool. Just started the audiobooks. Oh, for the nightlords, like what is it, Night Haunter, right? Is the first one. I'm probably wrong on that. I haven't read any of the nightlords ones. I know a bunch of the stuff in the Horus Heresy with the nightlords, where they're basically like, our Primarch is insane and is going to destroy us all. And then he does. You know, but they're actually like, oh man, we need to get rid of this fucking crazy fucker. Oh. Alright, you know what? Let's build one more. Let's see. Which other one is going to have a lot of custom pieces? The boss is going to have some custom pieces. And this Reaver guy is going to have some custom pieces. Let's do the Reaver guy. We'll finish him up and then we'll call it. Let's see, where is he at? Where is he at? There he is. Alright, so A21, A20, and 22. Wow. Wow. Monster Mash. Wow. Yeah, I was definitely not expecting to lose like 3 hours at the auto repair today. Definitely not how I wanted to spend one of my few free days off, because the day before that I was at work for almost 11 hours. So I would have enjoyed actually getting a real day off, but yeah, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Ooh. No. Okay. Alright, now where is the rest of my dude? Where's the rest of my dude? Alright, this is going to be his chest piece here. This is going to be 22. There we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, then we'll need a backpack. So let's pick a backpack. Let's see. What backpack says stealthy to me? Probably this one. Is this guy supposed to be the like sneaky reaver guy? So there we go. Alright, cool. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to get another base out. Alright, that's fine. So yeah, this guy's gonna get a weird like pistol thing. And he's gonna get like a knife dripping in what I think is supposed to be toxin, but you could just as easily paint it as blood if you wanted. But I think it's supposed to be like a toxin thing. So he's gonna get, let's see. He's gonna get piece. Oh, he gets a little toxin vial on his belt too. See, more pieces like that would have been cool. So he's gonna get B6 and B7, and then our choice of shoulder pads. So yeah. So I guess you're gonna get 5 kind of like way more kitted out special models with this kit. And then the rest are just going to have the shoulder pads and the helmets. Which is a little bit of a shame. And this is, he's going to get the helmet, this helmet, because that one's cool. And he's going to get this little toxin vial. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a shame. You're only going to get 5 like really kitted out guys. The rest are all going to be the regular Chaos Space Marines with the regular Chaos Space Marine weapons and a helmet and a shoulder pad. Which, I mean, is still pretty cool, but it's kind of a shame they're not going to have, like, you know, like the gruesome trophies and the skin parts and all that stuff like the others, these guys have. So, to be honest, this butcher guy probably took the most parts off the custom sprue. So he has 2 custom shoulder pads, a head, arms, a weapon, and a chest piece. So he got a lot of that custom sprue. There we go. And then we can start putting our pieces on. And while those pieces glue, I will figure out what shoulder pads to use for this guy. Yeah, so the boss has like some custom pieces too, so he's going to be like the last one that's going to have a whole bunch of custom pieces from the upgrade sprue. And it is nice that this, you do get a like double-sized upgrade sprue with this kit, but it is a shame you know, you don't get more, right? Like it's always exciting to get more shit. So, you know, I'm just complaining because, you know, wanting more shit's kind of like what we do, right, as collectors. So oh wait, no, that's Did I put on the wrong head? No, that's the right head. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, we gotta put the belt thing on too. Shit. This actually has an indent to fit on a very specific spot. I'm gonna have to pull the arm off to put it on, I think. Because I already put glue on it, I don't know if it's sitting in the right indent or not. But it's stuck, and that's all that matters. There we go. We'll put his other arm on. There we go. And our Reaver guy is coming along. Let's find him some shoulder pads. So he needs one with a bat face on it. He seems kind of like a combat-y guy to me, so we'll give him the one that's going to give him more like stabbing motion. And then he needs another one. Ooh, this vampire skull one, that's cool. We'll give him that. Now, if you do want to like nightlords up some of your other guys in this kit, I can show you what I did really quick with one of the other ones who actually already showed off on camera, so pardon his dust, but it's the case with all my models because I own a Shiba Inu and my dog literally just makes dust and hair. That's all he does, and he's also cute, so you know he's got the cuteness tax of making nothing but dust and hair. But yeah, so there we go. That's what our stabby stealth guy looks like. That's a pretty cool model, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna probably hook up these guys with some more torn skin, just because I think it'll look really neat. But we built this guy, we built this guy, we've got the claw guy. I really like the banner guy. That's a really nice looking model. And we have Glaive dude. Now, what I'm probably going to do for some of the other ones is I'm going to do this. See that like back skirt there? This is green stuff that I like smashed out really, really thin and then draped it over and kind of positioned it with my razor blade like cloth. So you can definitely do that if you want some more kind of like nightlordsy bits for the other remaining models. Because you are going to get the main guy, your main boss character, who's going to be very nightlordsy, because he's going to get this really cool cape. But if you want the other ones to also have more nightlords flair, it's not a bad way to go. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Last look at this guy. I think this guy was actually my favorite one that we built. That's just a really cool model. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there. And probably try to wind down a little bit before all the kiddos start showing up to get some candy. So I hope you enjoyed watching my nightlords. And I hope you have or have had a very good Halloween. And yeah, just be nice to all the little ghosts and goblins that come to your door. And I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one, as always, and keep on keeping on.